Hey guys, welcome to today's MCAT question of the day. As always, we will be working our way through one of the mini MCAT practice problems found at mcatselfprep.com, the home of the free MCAT prep course. I'm Andrew George, a 99th percentile MCAT tutor, and I will be walking you through today's practice problem as if you were one of my private tutoring students. Be sure to hit pause and try this problem for yourself before watching my explanation. In order to understand what's going on in this practice question, you need to understand what happens when DNA is transcribed into RNA. And this process is called transcription. And during this process, we give distinct and specific names to the two strands of DNA. We have the template strand, which transcribes the DNA into mRNA. It's basically being used as a template. And so it makes sense that we call it the template strand. And the opposing strand we simply call the non-template strand. Okay? And for the MCAT, it's important to know the alternative names for both of these strands. For instance, the non-template strand is also known as the coding strand or the sense strand. The template strand also goes by the names of non-coding strand, so the opposite of coding strand, the anti-coding strand, same thing there, anti-sense strand, opposite of the sense strand, and then also known as the transcribed strand. Now the transcribed strand, that makes perfect sense because the template strand is being transcribed, right? So if it makes sense why it has that name, I would associate it with the template strand. If it doesn't make sense why it has that name, just remember it's the non-template strand. I think that's an easy way to think about it. If you look at this diagram, you'll notice that the template strand goes from 3' to 5'. So it's being read in the 3' to 5' direction, and RNA is being produced in the 5' to 3' direction, okay? So opposite directions, right? We call this anti-parallel, okay? And this is really important when we approach our practice question. Now that we understand the inner workings of this practice question, let's take another look at the question stem. What would be the RNA strand from the template strand? All right, so we're dealing with the template strand, right? Keyword right there. And they show it in the 3' to 5' direction, and we know that the mRNA strand is going to go from the 5' to 3' direction, right? Just like we talked about. Now, before we go ahead and transcribe this DNA strand, let's remember that guanine binds to cytosine and adenine binds to thymine, right? But when we're dealing with transcription, instead of having a thymine in mRNA we have uracil, okay? Let's keep that in mind as we approach this, otherwise we'll get the wrong answer. So the complement of thymine is adenine. The complement of adenine is uracil. The complement of cytosine is guanine. The complement of thymine is adenine. Complement of adenine is uracil. Complement of guanine is cytosine. There you go, AUG, AUC. And I know it's a little hard to see now, but answer choice A is AUG, AUC. Therefore, answer choice A is the perfect answer for this question. If you liked this MCAT question of the day, be sure to give it a like. And for more MCAT questions of the day, be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel and enroll in our free MCAT prep course found at mcatselfprep.com. And if you're really looking to maximize your MCAT score, feel free to visit my tutoring profile page and request a free 10-minute phone consultation. I'd love to chat with you about your situation and how you can maximize your MCAT score. I look forward to hearing from you soon. We'll see you next time.